I also love storytelling, but I know that there's something very profound connected to doing what you love, serving others and helping others and bringing joy into people's lives, and that is always blessed.
Yeah.
And when I saw the special on you on CBS, I was so touched. I said, I've got to talk to this man because this man has access to the gift of the Spirit and the Creator's blessings and grace that you're still alive, because medically we know you really shouldn't be, seemingly, right?
Yeah.
Seemingly.
No, I am still, I use a wheelchair a lot.
Yeah.
Went to get surgery. The vascular surgeon said to me, he said, Andy, I'm amazed that you can still walk. And he told me that every major vein in my legs are 100% plugged.
Uh-huh.
And he said most people would have stopped using their legs and would have had their legs amputated by now. But because you continue to use them, that your body has created its own blood flow just enough to keep my legs alive.
Wow.
It's very painful to walk, but I still walk a little bit. So when I'm home working in my shop, I'm on my feet all the time, you know.
Have you ever heard of the expression rainmaking?
No, I have not.
Well, it's an ancient term, and it's translated as manifestation. Whenever something manifests, rainmaking has happened. And it got understood many, many years ago and associated really with the ancient tribal peoples, the indigenous tribes, where they would pray about usually the weather or raining and asking for rain and do certain rituals, and it would rain. And a lot of people from the United States believe that that's just a myth, that doesn't really happen. But there are people that I know that have literally witnessed this with people in different parts of the indigenous world. But the term really, rainmaking, has to do with a dance between the Creator, God, and us. And it's this portal where by grace you ask and you call in what it is that's of your deeper meaning, what's in your heart to ask. You know, there's like what we think we want, and there's what we really want. And they're not always disclosed to the people around us. You know, many people don't share what they really want with other people. But rainmaking is the art and science of calling in manifestation. And one of the things that gives me great pleasure is introducing rainmaking to children. It's part of what you're doing, as far as I'm concerned. You are introducing rainmaking, your own model with your own kind of brand of it, in what you're doing, because you're turning children and young adults onto their greatness, their abilities, their confidence, their creativity, their ability to manifest, and to impart what they learn. It's great. Very, very exciting. When I say it's rainmaking time to children, and I've gone to schools and introduced rainmaking to children, and they are laughing and excited and have a smile on their face. And when it's introduced, it's unbelievable what happens in the room. It's like the lights go on, big time. And that's what you're doing. You're doing it in an extraordinary way through music.
You know, one of the things that one of the comments I get the most, like when we were doing a performance someplace, and we'll have, you know, maybe 50 children performing, and people will come out of the audience and say that they can't believe how well these children work together, and not one of them wants to be the center of attention. You know, they'll help each other, and without any one of them wanting to be, you know, in the limelight, you know.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Do you think that's something that you're imparting to the children that's happening in the space around you?
I think I'm imparting that in the kids.
I think so too. They usually say that people and children will rise to the occasion of their teachers.
Yeah, I work with a lot of children on probation and stuff like that, you know. And I've had children who, you know, they cuss quite a bit, and after a while, I tell them, you know, we just don't talk that way, you know. But I don't really get on real bad, you know.
Yeah.
And one child was helping me build instruments, and he was just being really obnoxious, you know. And I went and got one that was already ready to play, and I taught him how to play a song on it. This is like a 15-year-old boy.
Wow.
Says, well, this is really cool. Boy, this is really cool. And the next thing I gave him a 3-string one, and I taught him how to play it. And he was just kept going on and on. Boy, I wish someone would have taught me this when I was in first grade, you know. And from that moment on, it was Mr. Mackie, what can I do? You know, he was just almost like I touched him and made a different human being out of him.
Now, you live in Washington State, right?
Yes.
Are you near Seattle?
About 50 miles as the crow flies. We have to go across the Puget Sound. We are actually on the Olympia Peninsula.
You're on the Olympia Peninsula? Are there hotels around where you are?
Yes.
I'd like to bring some kids out there.
Oh, I'd love to have you.
I would love to bring an entire Rainmaking team of kids out to see you and to work with you and to learn from you.
Maybe we could work something together with the school that I'm really involved with.
I would love it. I'd absolutely love it.
You got my email address?
What is that?
Andy at andymackymusic.org.
I'm trying to think if I bring some kids over there for a weekend. I don't know if you do anything on the weekends.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Because I can't take them out of school here, but I was thinking maybe we would stay somewhere, maybe either at someone's house or in a hotel or something like that, something inexpensive, and come for the experience.
How many kids would you be talking about?
Oh, I think to start 3 or 4 from out here. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just thinking I could probably find some parents to help put the kids up. I live in a low trailer myself.
Oh, no worries about that. I think that would be extraordinary.
Uh-huh.
We can talk about it.
Yeah. The children could even build an instrument while they were here at the home.
That would be awesome. When is your first free weekend?
The 20th of February.
20th of February?
Yeah, I'm not busy that weekend, or the 27th.
Or the 27th?
Yeah.
I will definitely get back to you about that. That would be extraordinary. So we would fly into Seattle?
Yeah.
That would be remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. How do we get into Olympia?
You don't go to Olympia. You use the Costa Hood Canal. We could send you a map, you know, how to get here.
Okay.
Like if you decide when you're going to come, if you email me and give me the information. I do not do the computer, but I have a friend who handles all that for me.
Yeah.
He could send you a map of how to get.
That's great.
4,000. That's where the hotels are at.
That would be great. When a horse fell on your neck many years ago, did it break your neck?
All the discs in my neck.
Were you immobilized for a long time?
I was not completely paralyzed, but almost for about 7 months.
Were you scared you would never move again?
Oh, a little bit, probably.
Did you want to die when you were paralyzed?
No. No.
What did you think would happen to you?
Well, you know, I've been injured a lot in my life. You know, broken arms, broken legs, broken collarbones. Because I used to do rodeoing also, you know. And but this was a lot different than any of the other injuries I had. That injury actually changed my life.
What happened?
When you live in constant pain, the only relief